Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about knowledge, specifically declarative and procedural knowledge. So declarative knowledge is knowing what to do in a situation. So if we were to look at this in a physical therapy setting, this would be the physical therapist explaining to the patient an exercise. So if we were to look at a patient, a shoulder patient who is trying to do a pull down, right? The physical therapist will tell them to relax their shoulders, make sure that their shoulders are depressed and retracted once they pull their bands to the side. So that would be kind of an example of a declarative knowledge, because the physical therapist was able to describe what the task is and how to do that task. Whereas procedural knowledge is the knowledge of how to do that activity. So this is more physical and it's more difficult to verbalize. So in this case, let's say the patient is doing an exercise at home that they can't quite describe to the patient, to the physical therapist. So they would do that activity instead of verbalizing it and telling them what they did. I guess overall, the way I kind of remember it is that those who can't teach tend to do the activity, and those who can teach usually can't do the activity. So in other words, or another example would be like coaching. A lot of people coach because they can't really do the activity or they're not as excelled, while those who participate in the activity tend to have a harder time describing what they did because it becomes so natural to them that they can't really explain. Another example would be kind of like asking your friends how they did a math problem. And you're like, how do you do it? And they're like, I don't know, I just did it. So that would be an example of procedural knowledge, whereas a teacher, right, describing the steps of each to solve that problem, that math problem, would be an example of a declarative knowledge. Alrighty, so I hope that helped you guys. See ya.